Welcome to the Mediocre to Magnificent podcast. I'm your co-host, Braxton Matson, and your host, Lee A. Williams, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in because you are what makes this pure magnificence. You are the ripple effect of magnificence, and we are going to bring you a message that will give you insight, inspire you, motivate you, and challenge you to not only grow in your magnificence, but let you know that you are magnificent in everything you do. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. We're here, man.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Magnificent. How are you?
Magnificent,
You better be.
as always. But yeah, man, we recently, not too long ago, went on a trip. So like in May, 11th was my birthday.
Mm.
But May had a lot of stuff going on, so we were like, okay, we got to plan like a little weekend trip.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go hike at Macola Falls.
Calola.
Cololo. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
But I have never been there. I've never been. This fall is like, isn't it the tallest fall in Georgia?
Yeah,
Or
it's
it's
the
pretty close.
highest
Yeah, it's the
cascade
highest cascading fall
waterfall east of the Mississippi River.
east of the Mississippi River. So, never been there, wanted to hike it. And obviously, everybody knows, like, if you're going to the falls, like, there's going to be stairs involved and, hike to get there,
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's do this. So that weekend, the first thing we were going to do was the falls. Hike it, first thing, in the morning.
First thing.
It had rained the day before.
Oh, that's a blessing.
I know, that's what I was like, the one thing I wanted to have was
Water and
actual, like, a decent fall to look at, not a trickling fountain or something.
the trickle. Hey man, we did all this for this.
But when I did the hike, the thing that came out, like, was it's like there's a certain point where you hike up and you get to the base of the fall. And it's like that's the view, right? Like that's the view. That's wow, it's awesome. But the after part, after the fall, after you look at the fall, like what do you do after that?
main viewing area.
Yeah, because the trail goes all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
Now you could go to the falls and come back down. You could go from the top down. I mean, there's vice versa ways you can do it.
Yeah, lots of ways.
But it's like in the middle is the viewpoint, man. That's like that's the point.
That's the point, man.
And I'm like, okay. And what it was is like it actually got more difficult after the viewpoint, man. So if people don't understand this, is like I'll give you, and I did it a little long because I told you about this because we got to the visitor center. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were at the visitor center, and I told Candace, I was like, I'm gonna just go hike because I saw the hiking trail. I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go hike. And so I saw the hiking trail, but here's the thing: that was a quarter mile before you actually get to the actual pond to actually go hike up to the falls.
Yeah.
So like I did a little extra before.
Before.
So,
The trail
but then
before the trail.
when you get like I got there and I was like, man, the walk up, man, that's a steep incline on that pavement going up. But you go up this steep walkway, you finally reach the point where it's like the bottom, very bottom, and if the trees are not grown real good, you could see the fall. But it was kind of grown. It was kind of grown, so you couldn't really see the fall well. And then it's got this sign that says, I think it's like hike 175 steps. Okay.
Mhm.
Now this is where you gotta kind of like
But on that one, it says
realize.
difficulty
Yeah,
strenuous,
it
right?
says difficulty. After it says 120, 175 steps, it says difficulty strenuous.
You gotta make sure you put that on there.
And it's like I'm going like 175 in my head. I'm going
Man.
because I did my research. It's 600 plus stairs on this thing. I'm like, okay, well, where's the other 400 and some?
Where's the other 400?
And I'm like, well, maybe that's just to get to another level, and then you got another extra 107, whatever. That's what I
Yeah,
thought. I
there's
didn't know.
levels
I
to
didn't know.
this.
I didn't know. I didn't. So I got to that point, and I was like, okay, well, the 175, I can do that. So I got up there, and then I finally got to the falls, got to the bottom of the falls, took some pictures of it. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Ton of water coming down. And then when you get off, when you walk past, when you go through the bridge, you get to this, it's almost like the end of a trail, and you have to turn up the hill, and there's a sign.
There's another side.
And the sign says, difficulty strenuous,
Yeah,
400 and something stairs.
25.
And I'm going like, oh, like, wow, like this is another level. And this is after the viewpoint, man. Like after the viewpoint, you're walking upstairs like to get to the very top.
Right.
Like there's not really, I mean, there's views, but it's
You're
not like the
you're
view
saying
you
you're
just
kind
saw.
you're saying like, what's the point? You've already
Right.
what's the point?
What's the point?
We done seen the waterfall. We done seen what we're here for.
What is the point? And it's like what it is like the point was the view wasn't the finish line. Like I told Candace, I'm hiking the whole thing. I'm not gonna go take a picture and come walk back down.
You're one of them kind,
Like I'm not gonna do
huh?
that.
You're
I'm
one
gonna
of them.
go. I'm gonna do the whole hike, go all the way up. Cause Candace, she's already done it. She was like, she knew.
You're right.
I tried, but
I've already got the
she
teeth.
knew.
I've already got the teeth.
She knew. So she already went up. She already went up and was gonna meet me up there. I told her to give me an hour. I kept it to that too. I got it under an hour
Oh wow.
with the views. Like I took pictures of everything. So I was like, okay, I completed my task. But the key to it was after like sitting down and thinking about it was it's not about the viewpoint. It's not about that. It's about the finish line. It's like getting to the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, well, where can we see that within scripture or within our lives? And what's like, you can see that pattern through scripture. Like if you go to Exodus 14:15, Israel witnessed some of the greatest miracles in history. You know, y'all parted the Red Sea,
Mm-hmm.
defeated their enemies. They sang songs of victory about it,
Mm-hmm.
and then what happened next?
Mm.
The wilderness.
Well,
So it's like, it was great. The moment was great. The viewpoint was great. Everything was great. But then what happens after?
wasn't the finish line,
It
huh?
wasn't the finish line. And, 3 days later after that, they're searching for water, all kinds of stuff. And it's like another one is Elijah on Mount Carmel. Like he had a victory over the prophets of Baal and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's like he's running for his life after that. You know what I mean? And then again, that you saw the victory in that, but it wasn't the finish line. That wasn't the end of it.
Wasn't the end.
Yeah.
Like what you said when the wilderness, man, they started looking for water. So the connection for this is they started complaining.
Right.
So you can imagine it on the hike. You say difficulty strenuous. You already know. You said you researched it. It's 600.
Yeah.
They fool you and say 175. You're like, oh, I got that. Then you realize it's like, hey,
Right.
it's 425
Right.
left to the top, which you said you were gonna do.
Right.
The same way the children of Yasharel said, yeah, we're gonna go.
Right.
we're gonna keep your way. We're gonna do it. But now you're complaining,
Right.
and it's like
You
that's not
knew.
the finish line. You
It's not the
you
finish line.
you do what you said you were gonna do,
And that was
and that's what's so great. I always like the connection because it's like because I love holding people to this,
yeah.
especially when I talk to people, coach with people, and I'm very intentional. I say, so what you gonna do?
Right.
When are you gonna do it
Uh-huh.
by? Okay, so you said, and then I at the end of the call, like they could say that in the first 5 minutes of the call.
Right.
The first 120, 75 steps they could say,
Right.
right?
Right.
But at the end, I said, repeat back to me what you said you were gonna do.
They can't remember
Well, they can. Some of them like, oh, but most of them like, cause they know my style now, and then they say it back. I said, I was clear what you said. I just want to let you one
that.
more
You were
time
clear.
hear it again.
Yeah.
You saying
Right.
what you said,
Yep.
so it can imagine like with this story. And I know I don't want to let you get back to it,
Mhm.
but could you imagine? Because I've been listening intently. Could you imagine if you did the thing? You're this person, right? You get to the view, you take the picture, and your wife's waiting for you at the top.
Right.
The supposed finish line that you said,
Right. And
and then you're
you're
like,
like,
hey,
no, I'm not going to top.
hey, come
I'm
get
not
me.
going. Yeah, you're gonna go and come get me. Because
Like,
what's so funny
where at?
though?
Like, what do you mean come get you? I thought you said you coming to the top. It's only been 40 minutes. You got 20 minutes left. What have you been doing?
Right. Right.
Complaining.
Complaining.
Mm.
That's the thing. Like, because when in my head, like, because you've been on situations with me where it's
Oh yeah. It's like
like it's extra.
why did we take
It's
the extra
extra.
mile and a half? We could have parked right here. What are we
And
doing?
I'm like, no, man. I said I was gonna hike this thing, go all the way to the top.
You said just a little further. It's just a
Right.
little further.
Just a little further. Just a little further. Keep going.
What's
Keep
just a
going.
little further, Pop?
Just a little further. And it's like, and that was like my mindset. Like my mindset wasn't about like, yes, the viewpoint. I wanted to see the falls. I wanted to see it. I want to
Mm.
soak it in. But it's like, at the end of the day, the end point was the top.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see the views. I'm gonna get nice views. Everything like that. That's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
the end goal is the top, and that's kind of how it is. Like even with Messiah with the mountain uh with Peter and John, James and John,
Mm-hmm.
the mountaintop experience. They had that mountaintop experience, but then after that, immediately when they got back, it was suffering, unbelief, ministry challenges. Like things happen. Like you're gonna get those victories and those nice viewpoints, but you still have these things that are gonna come up, and it's like you got to understand that stuff is not the end. That's not the end goal. That's not the end of it. You got to keep
Yeah.
pressing forward on this stuff.
You know what, man? What's and Erica, we're laughing. It's like, man, I've been hiking with you. You always do the extra. But the thing is, man, every time we go for a hike, most places know people.
That's true.
And what I mean by that is
Hmm.
they'll give you like a little, oh well, here's the direct access to the viewpoint or to the
The
overlook.
shortcut or whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, just park here and
Right.
walk right here and you see it.
And McCullough's got one too.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like to say that we just went to a park and we did a hike and it was like, okay, we hiked basically like 7 miles before you see the falls.
Hmm.
But I promise you, we
Yep.
could have walked a quarter mile straight to the falls.
You could have.
And I don't want to say like, oh well, look at me. But what I have positioned myself and my family is that we always take the loop,
Hmm.
and it could be you'd have to look at the psychology of it, be like, oh, why do you want to feel like you have to earn So there could be that mindset, like, oh, you have to
Oh, I
earn
got you.
the
Yeah,
view. You're
I could
not
see
worth it
that.
just going to the view.
Right.
But I'm not coming from that mindset. The mindset that I'm coming from is how much more spectacular is the view
After you've done that.
after you've taken the hike
Yeah.
or after you've climbed the stairs.
Right.
Like, even if you take
There's
your
a
own
way.
experience and
Yeah.
say, what if you drove to the top of Amicalola, got out of your car, and walked down?
Yeah.
Now, it's not to say we're going to take anything away from the view's going to be the view. You said it rained the day
Right.
before. The
Right.
waterfall is going to do what the waterfall is going to do.
Right. Yeah.
But the mindset and the place and the energy and the frequency that you put yourself at
Mhm.
making that climb, to me, it's like it's almost like opening you up. It's the same. That's why you did this story.
Right.
To
Yeah.
be like, the wilderness is opening you up to
Mhm.
be grateful for what the promised land has in store for you.
Right.
Because you could be out there waterless.
Right. Yeah.
You could be out there foodless.
Mhm.
And it's to really say, to point back to say, hey, you better know what your source is.
Right.
So that's what's so good to me, man. It's like, and it's so funny because in the moment, even me and you've joked about it. Man, we could have just went straight to the. But it's, but if you, I always like to do the hike
Yeah.
because they're like, just like you said. Oh, he part of the Red Sea. There's gonna be a Red Sea experience.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you live your life like, hey man, I'm ready to go, buddy.
Right. Exactly.
We're not taking the right to the thing. What are we coming out here for?
Right. I mean, that's the whole point. That's the whole point with like stuff that like that I do, and it's like you can look at it as like, okay, well then why does God allow the harder trail?
Mhm.
Why does He allow the harder trail? And it's like I could have thought something was wrong. I could have been like, I could have complained,
Good.
but it's like no, like it's the reason why is because it's just part of the path.
Mhm.
Like that's just the path. Like that's just how you got to get there sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like with James 12 or James 1, 2 through 4, it says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith works patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So it's like you said, the wilderness, it gives you that patience. It gives you that, like it works on that patience.
Yeah.
And it's like it almost makes the victory sweeter in a way in my head. Like when you can do that,
I mean, Amicalola is a perfect. I mean, if you say what's the math? What's the stats on it? If you do 175,
right?
that's more than double left
Yeah,
after you've went to the track. After you went to what you're there
right.
to see.
Like and that's what I in my head. In my head, I'm going like 175. That means I have more than double left after I get to the fall. And a part of me was kind of
Like,
excited about it because I'm like, okay, what does this look
right.
like?
I mean, yeah, there's a place like so, and then that lets me think about because when my wife's family, like we went, our family went. They had a Georgia family reunion,
Hmm.
and our aunt likes waterfall.
Yeah.
So of course, like
Oh yeah, you
you
gotta
like
go.
waterfall, we got to take the family to Amicalola.
Yeah.
So we did the hike, and we won't talk about how the family did the hike, but it was a, I already told you if I'm involved,
Yeah, man.
I didn't like the people might be like, man, I can't believe. But I don't tell anybody about anything. Like I've been to several times,
Right.
but I didn't tell them like, oh yeah, we could just drive to
We
the
can just drive right
top.
up
We
top
could
and
just
go down.
drive right
Or
to.
this, they got a
We
little
could,
side trail
yeah,
you
we could
can hit
drive
on.
to the middle way.
Yeah, the middle area.
Right, right. Walk to
You
the
just
falls.
walk to the.
That wasn't. We're hiking the falls, huh? That's the experience.
Right. Right.
This is family, man. We're
I mean, it's gotta be. I mean, it's too short if you don't.
yeah. So we'd have drove 2.5 hours to do
A 15-minute,
a
like,
15 minute. Man.
take a picture and leave.
This
Like,
ain't, this is not an
uh,
experience, man.
uh,
We gotta give you the full experience.
yeah.
But then the reason why I'm saying this is not to. But I want to ask you. So I've been several times and have hiked it
Mhm.
up and down.
Yeah.
Like not just get picked up. Like oh, I got to turn around and go back down.
Right.
Would you go back and do it again, or would you be like,
Oh, I'd do it
I'll
again.
just wait for you at the top?
Oh no, I'd do it again.
You do it again.
I would do it again. I
So
would go
then
up and down. I would go up and down. Part of me was like, I'd
I
like to
want
go
to
back down.
see what the down version,
Yeah. See
see
what the
what
down version. Yeah.
perspective.
Right.
And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I'm able to intimately know the experience that you had
Right.
and climbing the stairs because I've done it. Now the part that I'm saying it for is I actually, and I've done it. I've had the opportunity. I've actually done it in different seasons. One time I went, it was snowed. It was snowed, like snow.
Oh, that's a different deal right there.
But what I'm saying is, I actually liked the view from the top
Mm-hmm.
and being able to see the actually where the water breaks over the cliff
Mm-hmm.
and starts its trickle down from the stream of the
Right.
creek.
Yeah.
But then being able to look out and see the valley, whether it be because the trees are not grown, or even in the summer when we went when it was lush and green,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then you can only see just the sliver of the pond
Right.
down at the bottom. But the whole reason why I'm saying this now is to say the same way you're tying it in from the children of Yasharel leaving Mitzrayim, Egypt, being in the wilderness to be able to go to the promised land, the ones that actually made it to the promised land. So in this story, we're at the top of Amakalola, and we're saying that that's the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to look down and see the pond,
Yeah.
and in your case,
That's
you even went further back from the visitor center to be able to say, look at how far, look at where I've
yeah.
come from.
Like that view. I'm serious. I took a picture of it.
Yeah.
It's insane how far
To be
down.
like, man, I was down there
Yeah.
and now I'm all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got up here, you think solely by your own might, your own self. And it's like, Yah willing,
Mm-hmm.
he was the one that was involved bringing you out of here. And you just have to be willing and open to say and obedient, I'm going to take the journey. Now, how do you get the full vantage? There's times where I've taken people, we do our 8 M's to Magnificent Living Adventure,
Mm-hmm.
and we go to different stuff. So one year we might be like, okay, well we're in the mountains and we rode the train, we've rafted the river, we've kayaked the lake,
Yeah.
and it's all like, so you saw it from the train, you saw it from the river, you saw it from the lake.
Mm-hmm.
It's all different vantage points, but it's to be able to say, hey, and speak to who you are and where you're at in your life at that moment and what Yah has for you to be like,
Right. Yeah.
when do you get this sense of accomplishment? If you started out and it researched it and said, hey, it's 600 some steps to the top.
Right.
How can you feel accomplished if you just because you see the fall?
You can.
Man, it's just like you researched this, man. And
Right.
you knew from the jump what this was. So the same way the children of Yasharel was like, we're leaving, we're going to the promised land. Anything short of the promised land, you haven't made
And that's the truth. I mean, that really is what it is, because it's like, He's not interested in just showing us beautiful things. Like, that's not the point. He's interested in transforming us. Yes, the waterfall may inspire us. The difficulty of the trail develops us. The view encourages us.
Mm.
But the climb builds endurance. So it's like you get these. It's like, yes, you get the victory, but it's
Mm.
okay. We still got work to do.
Still got work.
Still got work to do.
Still more to do.
And it's like that to me was the waterfall experience to me. It's like I didn't in the moment I didn't think of it like that. Like
Mm.
I couldn't really like pinpoint it, but I knew like just the way it was is like I knew the falls it was a beautiful view and I knew okay, now it's time to keep moving. Like
Now it's time
that's
to
just
keep
how it
moving.
is. And it's like from a personal application, like what can we do? What can we think about in our own life where he answers a prayer or opens a door, gives you an understanding that you've been seeking, and then like you get this kind of like unexpected like things get harder.
Mm.
And it's like where do you go from a mindset standpoint of that? Because it's like maybe because it's harder doesn't mean that you're off the trail. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like you're on course. You're on course. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, but the enemy's trying to get you to interpret it as like this difficulty as failure or something.
Mm.
It's like that's not the case. Like we give him too much credit.
Right.
You know, it's like you don't need to do that because like through scripture it teaches us that difficulty is often the evidence of growth. Like you
Mm.
can see it through scripture like difficulty leads to growth and like don't assume because the trail gets harder, like you've missed out on something. Like
Mm.
that's not the case. That is not it. Just remember the waterfall, the view, that's all great. It's not the finish line. It's just not the finish line.
It's not the finish line.
You got to keep pushing through, man. It's like with Philippians 3:14, you got um well, I'll read 13 through 15. It's like, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto the things which are before. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of Elohim in Yeshua. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, Elohim shall reveal even this unto you.
Mm.
So it's like you just press on.
Just press
Like
on.
Paul knew that. Like it's just you press on.
You better press on. You
But yeah,
better
man,
press
that's
on.
that's what I got. That's what I got for that with the falls, man. Because I was like, I've been on hikes and they're beautiful views, man. But it
Yeah.
requires work. It requires you to, you know, you got to understand it's not easy. And it's like that's just the viewpoint. It's not the end. It's
Right.
not the end of the trail or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not. So, but yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy, and sometimes, man, it really does come down to it's a person's perspective, man. Because there was one time, me and my wife went on a hike, and the lady was like, "Oh yeah, you might not want to go that way." You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? Or and
when
it,
people say that, I'm like, I want to go do it now.
but I mean, but the way that she recommended, like, it was the better way.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, and it could be my physicality, but my wife was like, "Man, I'm so glad she told us to do that way." But like, she kind of like gave more energy to the rock scramble at the top than
Oh yeah.
like the climb, and it's like, the way it went, it was better to do that the way we did it. So all I'm saying is sometimes
Mm-hmm.
people want to put stuff on it that has nothing to do with you, and it's not yours.
Yeah.
So and what I mean, it's not yours. It's not what he has for you. That's why I was saying with the adventures I put together. You might got something from the train ride. I might got something from the river. My wife might have got something from the lake.
Mm-hmm.
But we were all in the same radius.
Right.
And it's like, the river did that for you? Man. Oh, the train, that's where your breakthrough came from?
Right.
That's where he connected the dots for you? So it's like you said, it's not the finish line, man.
Right.
And that's what sometimes when like you're familiar with the Echo bike.
Yeah.
And I'm just, you're training on it and telling my wife and telling it's like, hey, that's just the warm up.
That's just the warm up, man.
Like
That's just the warm up.
where you thinking like, okay, that's the main. I done laid it all out. I'm done for the day.
Right.
We're good. It's like it's just a warm up, man.
That's just the warm up.
So could you imagine if you take that experience with getting to the Falls View?
Uh-huh.
It's just a warm up, man.
Right.
I know he had some more for me.
Right. I mean, you got to take it like that, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay. Yeah, the falls was great. I got something else I need to do now.
There's something else I'm supposed to get off this journey, this trip.
Right. So
it's just a warm up.
But yeah, man, just a warm up.
Yeah, man, that's wonderful. Well, I appreciate you sharing your experience.
Yeah, man. Always.
Yes, sir. Till next time.
This is your co-host here, Braxton Matson, and Lee and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we did making it, but we couldn't do it without you. So please hit that like button, leave us a rating, leave us a review. Let us know what topic or subject that you would like us to talk about in your journey from mediocre to magnificent. But most of all, share it. Be the ripple effect of magnificence and know that you are magnificent in everything you do. Till next time.